We're taking a look at some AFC West matchups as we reach the NFL season midway point. And here with me to break it all down, he's an expert on all things Denver Broncos, CBS 4's Michael Spencer. How's it going, Michael?
Good, Katie. I always enjoy doing these videos with you. Hopefully we can pick some winners today.
Hopefully we can pick some winners, and we're going to save your favorite team, the Broncos, for last. But I think the most pressing topic that we do need to talk about, it's the second scandal to plague Las Vegas this year. Wide receiver Henry Ruggs III was released from the Raiders. Obviously, there's a lot of news surrounding that. We're not going to get into that too much, but now the Giants are hosting the Raiders this Sunday. So how do you think Ruggs' release is going to impact the outcome here, and who do you think is going to win this one?
Well, I think given the circumstances around Ruggs' release, I think it's absolutely going to have an impact on this Raiders football team. You also look at the Raiders. They do not perform well coming off the bye historically. Over the last 4 years, they are 0-4 coming off the bye, and they've lost those games by an average of 20 points. Now, yes, they have played against Andrew Luck, Tom Brady twice, and Aaron Rodgers in those games. But this is, again, an early start time, a lot of drama in Vegas, a lot of off-the-field issues. I actually think the Giants could pull the upset in this one.
Up next, the Los Angeles Chargers are heading cross-country to meet the Eagles. Bolts are slim favorites against the Birds, but what's your take on this one?
Well, the Eagles played really well last week, but they also played the Detroit Lions, who are absolutely terrible. I think the Bolts are in for a bounce back this week after a loss against the Patriots. I will take Los Angeles to get the win. I think Philly is one of the worst teams in the NFL, if we're being honest and looking at this objectively. Don't let that Lions game fool you. They're still really bad. They still have a lot of issues. I'll gladly take the Chargers.
Rebuilding year in Philadelphia, right? Moving on to the Kansas City Chiefs hosting the Green Bay Packers, and we just learned Packers main man behind center is out. Aaron Rodgers tested positive for COVID-19 and will miss Sunday's game. Kansas City, though, inconsistent all season long. So who are you going with?
Yeah, the Chiefs certainly have some warts, and I think they've been really the biggest surprise in a negative way in terms of teams in the NFL this season and how they have performed. But no Rodgers, no chance is the way that I look at this one for the Packers. I think this could maybe be the opportunity for a get-right game in Kansas City, although it feels like we've been waiting for a get-right game. I think they have a lot of problems, Katie, offensively and defensively there in Kansas City. But I don't think that they will have a problem beating a Green Bay Packers team with Jordan Love as their starting quarterback on Sunday.
And finally, the Denver Broncos are taking a little trip to the Lone Star State to meet the Cowboys. Don't sleep on the Cowboys this season. Fans say that every season, but for real, this team is turning heads at 6-1 and leading the NFC East. So who are you going with here?
Well, apparently it doesn't matter if it's Cooper Rush or Dak Prescott. The Cowboys still play really well. I'm going to go with the Cowboys here. I think that the Broncos have had trouble stopping the run. I think that could be an issue yet again on Sunday. If Dearness Johnson can run over them the way that he did 2 weeks ago, what is Zeke Elliott going to do to them? You factor in the fact that Dak Prescott might play in this game. That Broncos secondary has not lived up to the billing so far this season. Offensively, they have struggled to really get anything going. I think the Cowboys come away with a win on Sunday, no problem.
God, not so happy news in Denver. I'm sure that the fans don't like hearing that one.
No, they certainly don't. But at 4-4, let's be realistic, right? You beat a really bad Washington football team on Sunday. If they go to Dallas and get a win, it would be a major surprise. I think Broncos country would love that. I just don't see it happen.
All right, Michael. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Always a pleasure to see you.
All right, Katie. Thanks for having me on.
I'm Katie Johnston for CBS Local Sports.